Street Fighter EX plus Alpha.
Ha, yes. Oh, I love the way that announcer's voice sounds on that title. It's like he knows how ridiculous it is. EX plus Alpha. Alright, so indeed, this is another special edition of another spin-off of Street Fighter, and the EX series caused quite the stir when it was released to arcades in late 1996, as it was the first time we'd see some of our favorite world warriors in all their polygonal glory. So combining Street Fighter and 3D might seem like blasphemy at first, but don't worry, this wasn't some attempt to sidestep into the realm of games like Tekken or Virtua Fighter, at least not in terms of its gameplay. You're still fighting on a linear plane, and the perspective only shifts occasionally after certain special moves. But otherwise, Street Fighter EX plays a lot like the Alpha series, complete with a 3-level super combo meter. There were a couple new additions to the fighting mechanics though. A new ability called Canceling allows you to chain special moves and super combos together very rapidly, or even chain 2 super combos together for some devastating results. It adds a nice frantic touch, and matches can get pretty dramatic. But one of the new abilities I'm not a big fan of is a new unblockable move, the Guard Break. Simply by pressing 2 buttons and using 1 level of your combo meter, you can execute a devastating blow that breaks through any defense and leaves your opponent dizzy for a second. The move is kind of slow, and a flash of light gives warning to the other player, but I still thought it was generally pretty cheap, and it does way too much damage. I'm not opposed to unblockable moves in fighting games per se, such as the more complex maneuvers from Tekken for example, but in EX, I think it grants too much power to the button mashers. But otherwise, EX is certainly some classic Street Fighter action, just with a new look. There's lots of new characters that also join in here, and some of my favorite newcomers include the creepy explosives expert Doctrine Dark, the scantily clad Blair, and the super spiky Garuda. Oh, and who can forget the skeletastic Skullomania. And this home version on the PlayStation also added Sakura and Dalsum into the mix, along with some freaky unlockable characters like an evil Ryu. So there's a great variety of fighters to choose from. And this PlayStation 1 port also adds some extra modes to keep players busy at home. Versus, team battle, survival, time attack, and a very robust practice mode. And all in all, this is a very solid Street Fighter title if you can get over the 3D modeling. Before its time, these were some pretty sweet looking polygons, and they're also animated very well. Top it off with a really cool soundtrack and some great places to fight in, and you've got a quality Street Fighter game for sure. Now, EX plus Alpha might be a pretty ridiculous subtitle, but most importantly, this game is still ridiculously fun.